it's Catherine again, on the second day of the 30-day video challenge, and I'm hoping to use this series to get more women into motorbiking. Now, yesterday was the awkward introduction, but for today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I actually would like to tell you a little story, if that's okay. So, get comfy, sit back and relax. Fire up your imagination, if you will. So, imagine that you are a little canary. You know, you're a cute little yellow bird. You sing so very sweetly, and your owner loves it when you sing for him. And you live in a lovely little golden cage, and it is quite small. It's probably about that big, and you're small enough, so it's okay. And your every whim has been catered for. Your owner brings you seed, he brings you water, he has little toys in there for you so that whilst you're hopping around in there, then you can play a little bit. He changes the newspaper for you every day, so you've got new newspaper to poop on every day, which is very important. And life seems wonderful. Everything is done for you. All you gotta do is just sit back, enjoy life, and every now and then sing. And you love to sing, and it's beautiful. But your cage is actually next to a window, and you see outside there's something different out there. And every now and then your master will open the window. And when the window is open, you can start to smell things. And you don't know what it is yet, but it's wonderful. And it feels so soft compared to the harsh air inside. And it smells amazing. You don't quite know what it is yet, but there's something that is calling you to go outside. Sometimes, even when the window is closed as well, you can hear something. They sound a bit like you, but you don't quite know for sure because you've never seen them properly. Maybe they speak in a different language for all you know. But all of this just makes you think, maybe there might be something beyond this little cage. Just maybe. One day you got really lucky, and your owner, when he changed the newspaper, he left the door ever so slightly ajar to your cage. So you decide to take that opportunity, and you open that door, and you look outside your cage for the first time in your life, because you have never known anything like this before. You've only ever lived in that cage. And suddenly you just feel this impulse to jump and to spread your wings, and suddenly you start flapping around, and before you realize it, you are soaring around the room, flittering about here and there and everywhere. And it feels extraordinary. It feels wonderful. And then that's when you realize that the window has also been left open. So you decide to make a run for it. And you duck in and out the window over the other side, and then you're outside in the wide world, and you can finally have that wonderful scent envelop you. And you see green everywhere. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. And you feel the sunlight properly, not through the glass pane, not that harsh light. It feels soft, but at the same time strong. And you feel so alive. You feel that maybe you were meant to fly. But whilst you're flying around, your owner comes back outside, and you try to hide in a bush because you didn't want to go back inside. You don't want to go back to that cage. But he finds you, and he captures you in his hands. And he says to you, "Oh, what are you doing out here? It's so dangerous. Don't you know, if you fly around here, you could be eaten by a cat. You could be eaten by a sparrowhawk. You could fly into a window and break your neck. You could die out there. It's too dangerous for you to be outside. You should never fly. You should never be free." And so he tries to take you back inside to the cage. And you just want to die. The reason that I wanted to tell you this story is because, believe it or not, motorbiking is the same. You don't know if you are meant to fly, if you're a bird that has been in a cage all its life. And likewise, you don't know if you are meant to be a biker until you get out there and take that opportunity to go out there and ride. Now, not every bird was meant to fly. You have little kiwi birds, after all. They scurry along the grounds. You know, they are completely flightless. I don't think they even have wings. And likewise, not every person is meant to be a biker either. It just doesn't suit them, and that's cool. But you will never know unless you actually get out there and just give it a try. And the thing is, motorbiking does make you feel alive if it really resonates with you. It's the most incredible freedom, and it's like nothing else you could ever have before. In a car, you're in a box, a metal box. It is practically a moving metal cage, to me at least. And I sometimes struggle in a car. But on a bike, you feel everything. You feel the wind resistance. You can smell everything that you're going past. You don't have the nasty air conditioning, and it's not even like opening a window of a car, because you only catch snippets of the air in a car, whereas on a bike, in your helmet, you do smell everything, and you feel the slightest temperature differences as well, just as if you were just as if you're a bird flying in that sky. And likewise, like that little bird that feels like it wants to die when his owner tells it that it's too dangerous to be out there. You could die in so many ways. You could be horribly injured. The thing is, that little bird knows it. But that little bird is meant to fly. And some of us too are meant to ride. It's just what's natural. So, how does the story end? Honestly, that's up to you. Maybe that little bird is actually happy being in the cage. Maybe the little bird decides, actually, I'd rather be safe. And if that means giving up freedom to be safe, fine. And you know what? In real life, a lot of bikers do give up biking for other commitments, you know. Sometimes it's because they feel that it's selfish when they have children, for example. Some people have a bad accident and that just scares them for life. It happens, you know. But some of us, no matter what, we have to ride. It's just within us. So what would you do if you were that little bird? Would you let yourself be safe and give up your freedom and give up everything that you were meant to be? Or would you actually bite the hand or peck it until he lets you go and then fly off into the open? What would you do?